Hi everyone. Welcome to today's video. We are going to learn about the story, Roses for You. This will be a simple and easy to understand story for practicing your English listening. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, My English Stories. Let's get started. Every blade of grass is a study, and to produce two whether was one is both a profit and a pleasure. Red roses were her favorites. Her name was also Rose. And every year her husband had sent them, tied with pretty bows. This year he died. The roses were delivered to her door. The card said, "Be my Valentine," like all the years before. Each year he had sent her roses, and the note would always say, "I love you even more than the last year on this day. My love for you will always grow with every passing year." She knew this would be the last time that the roses would appear. She thought he'd ordered roses in advance before this day. Her husband wouldn't have known that he would pass away. He always had this liking to do things early, way before his time. Then if he got too busy, everything could work fine. She trimmed the stems and placed them in a very special vase. Then sat the vase behind his portrait of his smiling face, and sat for hours in her husband's favorite chair, while staring at his pictures and the roses sitting there. A year went by and it was too hard for her to live without her mate. With loneliness and solitude, that had become her fate. Then the very hour, as on Valentine Day, before the doorbell rang and there were roses sitting by her door. She brought the roses in and then just looked at them in shock. And then went to get the telephone to call the florist shop. The owner answered the phone and she asked him if he could explain, why would someone do this to her, causing her too much pain? "I knew you would call and you would want to know. The flowers that you have received today were paid in advance. Your husband always planned ahead. He left nothing to chance. There was a standing order that I have a file down here and he has paid in advance. You will get them every year. There is also another thing that I think you should know. He wrote a special card. He did years ago. Then should ever I find out that he is no longer here, that's the card should be sent to you the following year." She thanked him and hung the phone. Her tears were now flowing hard from her eyes. Her fingers were shaking as she slowly reached to get the card. Inside the card, she saw that he had written for her a note. She stared at it in total silence. This is what was written. "Hello, my love. It has been a year since I have gone. I hope it hasn't been too hard for you to overcome. I know it must be lonely and the pain is very real. For if it had been the other way round, I know how I would feel. The love we shared made everything so beautiful in life. I loved you more than words can say. You were a perfect wife. You were my friend and lover. You fulfilled my every need. I know it has only been a year, but please try not to grieve. I want you to be happy even when you shed tears. That is why I have sent you these roses and it will be sent to you for years. When you get the roses, think of the wonderful times that we shared, all the happiness that we had together and how blessed we both were. I have always loved you and I know I always will. But my love, you must go on. You have some living still, please. Try to find happiness while living out your days. I know it's not easy, but I hope you will find some ways. The roses will come every year and I will stop when your doors are not answered. Then the florist stops to knock. He will come 5 times that day in case you've gone out. But after his last visit, He will know without any doubt to take the roses to the place where I've instructed him, and place the roses where we are together once again.